You know, this is crazy. I had to do this one. You really have people out there that honestly believe that Conor McGregor is going to beat Manny Pacquiao if they fight in a so-called exhibition. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be an exhibition. But you really have people out there that honestly believe that he's going to beat Manny Pacquiao. Now, don't get me wrong. I could argue a case for why he could beat Manny Pacquiao. And it's a simple answer. He's been knocked out. Conor's supposed to be a knockout artist. Well, voila. Well, you could say, well, Conor didn't display that kind of power against Floyd. Floyd came forward against him. So that did not seem to indicate that Conor was hitting with such velocity and such power. Now, I could also turn around and say, well, he did the same thing to Shane Mosley. And Shane Mosley does have power and actually displayed it in that fight because he was the only one that ever hurt Floyd. So you could argue Floyd has a pretty good chin. So can you argue the same about Manny? I could say no, he's been knocked out like 3 times. So there go your argument for can Conor beat Manny. I don't agree with it. I mean, it has logic to it, but I still don't think Conor possesses that type of power in a boxing ring, number one. And Manny Pacquiao chin really isn't that bad. If you think about it, Pacquiao has fought some pretty good punchers like Miguel Cotto. Margarito might have not have been the hardest hitter, but you're fighting a man twice your size who normally wears people down there. If you want to say it was the cement in the gloves, whatever. But my point is, Manny has fought some guys that hit pretty hard and has sucked up. Matter of fact, Keith Thurman hit him with some hellacious shots, and he took him. Now, I ain't saying he ran through him, but he took him. So Manny has a better chin than what we give him credit for. And number two, Floyd pretty much stayed in front of Conor McGregor the whole fight and stalked him. That's something we rarely ever see Floyd do that's a point that I keep hearing people try to make. Look how good he looked against Floyd. Floyd used basic boxing skills to beat Conor McGregor. He didn't go into his bag of tricks. You didn't see no shoulder roll. You didn't see no footwork. He used basic maneuvers to beat up Conor McGregor. That's all he did. An average boxer could have did what Floyd Mayweather did that night. He didn't even use his head movement like that. A little bit, some. But for the most part, he just used his high guard. So I didn't see Conor looking all that great against Floyd. I saw Floyd Mayweather dummying down what he does in the ring to prolong the fight. That's what I saw. Now, if you disagree, hit me up in the comment section. We can talk about it. But so now imagine if Floyd Mayweather was able to stop him. What do you think Manny Pacquiao is going to be able to do? And his only real defense against Floyd really was just backing up. Now, we know what happens when you back straight up against Manny Pacquiao. It ain't going to be pretty. He's not going to have the footwork to keep Manny off of him. So it's not like he's going to be able to, run around and keep Manny off of him that way. That little bit of footwork he has might work in the MMA, but that's not going to work in a boxing ring. Especially with somebody that's used to running you down as fast as Manny Pacquiao is, that would not work. So once again, if his power doesn't produce in the fight, he's in big trouble. And even if it does, that still doesn't guarantee he'll be able to knock Manny out. So, but it's interesting to see all of these Conor McGregor fans actually saying they believe he'll beat Manny Pacquiao. Me personally, I think he'll give Conor McGregor a new experience. I think Conor McGregor will go to sleep for the first time in a MMA / boxing ring. And that's pretty much all I got this here boxing fight doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit me up in the comment section and let me know, do you believe Conor McGregor is going to knock out Manny Pacquiao? Do you really believe that? And please explain the how. Because, I mean, I don't know. I'm just curious. That's pretty much all I got this here. Bussin' Boxings on Fight Doctor. I am out.